Hey everybody, and welcome to the second season. Oh my goodness, can you believe we're back for second season? And of course we're going to kick it off with no holds barred relationship talks. I love the controversy.
Well, hello X and hello everybody. Let's do this.
You ready to do it?
I'm ready to do this.
You gotta be careful what you ask because you might get the answer to it. But we're actually going to add Blog Talk Radio to this show. You know, this is no holds barred, so we're not gonna edit your question. Whatever you say, that's what everybody's gonna hear. So, women are the new men.
The who? The new who?
Women are the new
now you know
men.
that's scary.
I thought that's what I heard you say.
That's scary. And then come home. How can a woman go home, go out, sleep with a guy, and then come home? What if a man wants to?
A baseline woman is one who doesn't really know herself as a woman. They get skin hunger. You need to be touched.
Right.
You know, she said we need to be touched and aroused at least once a day, even if it's just a kiss on the forehead.
So how does a woman juggle that long term?
If our woman is not doing what we expect them to do or not doing what we want them to do, we always go out and find somebody that's going to do what we need them to do.
The second part of it is the woman who doesn't really know herself as a woman, and therefore she doesn't know how to have a relationship with a man.
How are you going to know what you want and need as a man?
Thank you.
If you've only been with two women.
Exactly.
I am confident in myself, and if I choose to be number two or do this, that, the other, sleep with who I want to sleep with, that's my decision.
With women, if you got a man that helps you around the house, that gives you attention, pleases you in the bed, and likes children, I mean, come on.
Everything that she should want.
You know,
right?
come on now.
A baseline woman is easily deceived by society's influence of who she should be. So society says that women should be this strong, independent, don't need a man type woman. So yeah, if you don't need one man, then why not sample all of them? You know, you look good, he look good. Hey.
Now, are we dating or sampling, or are we sex sampling?
They doing all the sampling, the same kind of sampling y'all doing.
Good. You can sample by just dating. You don't have to sleep with everybody sampling, you know. But are you date sampling or are you sex sampling?
Well, you know what? The thing about it is we get back to that skin hunger. You know, because if this is a single woman, or even if it's a married woman that's not satisfied at home, if she's not satisfied at home and she's out there and she's vulnerable to that, then why would she just sample one guy if she's already cheating?
But what happened to the woman that's not getting what she wants at home? And what happened to the woman that wanted to try counseling? What happened to the woman that wanted to sit down and talk to her husband? Where is this new chick coming from that I'm not getting what I want, so let me go sleep with Johnny at the job? Where did that chick come from?
Jeff, I think it's always been in that woman.
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Now, we're going to just take the gloves off. We can be honest with you. I think there's a spirit, there's this new hoe on the scene.
Uh-oh.
It's a new hoe.
It's a new hoe on the scene, y'all.
There's a hole in this house.
There's a spirit of whoredom that's going on among women now. I'm serious. They're not as modest as they used to be. They're bold.
The lady is gone.
The lady is gone. Well, I love my body, and this is my body, and I can my page, and if you don't like it, delete yourself. But my surprise is that she was just out there. You know, when you look at the outfits women are wearing now, how bold they are, how matter of fact they are. It's just the whole modesty and the lady is gone. Yeah. So I'm seeing more of a spirit of whoredom among women now.
I would have to
or a slutty spirit, because these women now, brother, are worse than men. You know, men carry themselves with more modesty than women.
More for themselves. The respect for themselves
at all
is just gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. They don't care how they approach a man. You can be with your woman and your wife or your girlfriend, and it don't matter. If I
girlfriends definitely don't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
Girlfriends definitely don't matter.
That whole new spirit
they will keep coming.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. And they feel as though it's up to the man to have standards.
So is it our fault, Jeff, because they're like that?
In a sense, I think it is.
Because of all the things that we've done.
Well, not so much that we have done. We as men are visual and sexual, and you know how thirsty some of us are real thirsty for sex. We really are. And since this new hoe is on the scene, yeah, we're easy and thirsty. But since we got this new hoe on the scene, it behooves us, especially if we're married, we got a lady, to say, "Nah, baby, I don't want to do that. I can't do that." Because with this new chick on the scene, if we say yeah, then she's saying yeah. See, I'm used to that chick when I was coming up out there saying, you making a play for her, and she's like, yo, you married, get lost.
Oh, we don't.
That chick is gone.
About the sisterhood.
That woman is gone.
We have no sisterhood.
She's gone.
We have no sisterhood at all.
So what do you do to bring that lady back? Because, you know, I would have to say, we're starting to, I think what's happening, the roles
are reversing. They're reversing.
The woman is the new man.
The woman, that goes back to what she said. The woman,
so how do you fix that? How do you reverse it back where, because I think we're a little bit more now down to earth. You understand what I'm saying? Of course. And I think a lot of it is because the young boys now, I don't know what's wrong with them. Yeah.
And I'm seeing some of the conditions that these kids are growing up in, and it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
See, Mama was different in 1975 than she is in 2011.
Right. Well, in 2011, they're 16 and 15, and
that's part of the problem.
That's one of the biggest problems, right there. But you had that also. You had that also back in 1975, where young girls, 15, 16, having kids. But the difference is they had their parents at home. Their parents were at home. Okay, they went out, made a mistake. They were having sex just like we were having sex. They made a mistake. But mom and dad back in the 60s and 70s were home. Dad at work, mom's in the kitchen, cooking, cleaning the house. Dad comes home. Look at the Jacksons.
Yeah.
He worked in the mill.
Yeah.
Came home every night. Now, what he did to his children in the home to get them where they needed to be, but he was there.
Yeah. But then it was a mistake. But see, now the young girls having this mistake 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
They don't have their fathers, man. I think that's where it goes.
Yeah, well, that contributes to it. Man. But this new whorish chick, really, that's out the window, man. Some of them even come from. Let me give you a perfect example. We're all familiar with Jody Watley.
Yeah, singer.
Her father was a Baptist preacher. Okay? At home, as you said, mom and dad at home, he had 2 girls. One became Jody Watley, the pop singer, R&B singer. The other one is a porn star.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. No, I'm very serious.
Could you tell me what site?
TMZ did an expose on it, and of course Watley's kind of fallen off her career a little bit. She's much older now, but they did a little bio on her, and they came up. Her younger sister is or was a porn star. He had 2 girls, and that's what happened. So I think it's this whole I don't want to say women's lib, but this whole this liberation of the woman, where she's just taken that and just ran with it. And now it's like, now I can be the new man.
It used to, the women's lib started out as equal work for equal pay for equal work.
And you said it, the roles are reversing, because here's the thing. Men get bored. And when we're looking at women's bodies and all this sexual stuff all day long, it gets old, man. It's the same soup.
It does. Exactly.
You see the same soup. So now, when we were younger and back in years past, we wanted the freaky chick because it was a supply and demand thing. She wasn't prevalent. Well, now the freaky chick is all over the place, and the nice, homey, wholesome chick is in the minority now.
Wow.
She's the minority now.
And they're hard to find.
They're hard to find.
Wow.
So now we're looking for that minority.
I talk about this all the time, and I had to tell the women on the radio show the other day, because, I listen to you guys talk. I've done the men's panel and, all that kind of stuff, and I listen to you guys. So I try and translate what the men are saying to me and tell them, listen, You should be doing this, this, and this. And when they say this to you, you should hear it like this, because this is what they mean when they say that. They get mad at me.
But first, who is... This is what they need. Who is they?
Men.
She's our translator. Because
I'm trying to get women to understand what y'all are saying and what you mean. And I'm trying to, but they hate me for it. Yeah. And the thing about it is, I did the radio show. I told them, I said, when a guy tells you he don't want a relationship right now, but y'all get together and do what grown folks do, you know, if it's good for both of y'all. I said, that's your booty call setup. Okay? I said, now, if you agree with that, don't expect a relationship. So I said, this is what I want you women to hear. When a guy says that, I want you to hear this in your head. You are my temporary fix until something that I deem better or good for me comes along. But until then, we can do what grown folks do.
Basically, yeah.
Now, then the guy came on. He said, "Oh, she's speaking for us." I said, "I ain't speaking for you guys." I said, "I'm translating for the women, because sometimes it don't seem like we hear that."
So is that
we hear? I'm gonna hang out with you, and we're gonna have fun together, and eventually you're gonna grow to like me, and I'm gonna audition for this part that's not actually there. You know, that's what happens. So many women, they agree to the friend with benefit and the booty call because they think that that's their end to the relationship, right? And that's not what they need to be hearing.
But sometimes they do, don't they?
That's the exception to the rule. Now, do you want to live and hope that you're the exception? Because more than likely you're gonna be the rule. The exception is rare.
That's true.
The rule is common. Yeah. So, you know, and this the woman that said, you know, I'm confident and all this in myself, you know, and so if I decide to play number 2 and I know my role, what's wrong with that? So who gets into the thing striving to be number 2? You must not think you're good enough to be number 1 already.
Some women, but that's that new whorish chick. I've never understood how a woman can be with a married dude. And allow me to be frank. He just got off from on top of you, and now he's going home to lay with his wife. And you cool with that? I never understood that. Or he's coming over your house to get some. How do you know he wasn't just with his wife?
Or with some other chick, because the thing about it is, they get pissed off if they find out that he's cheating with yet another woman. It's like, what you got me and your wife, and that's not enough.
So it's like that old blues song, your husband is cheating on us.
Right. Your husband's cheating on us.
On us, yeah.
Ain't that something?
I have to say, I've been there and done that, so I know.
What haven't you done, Keith?
I mean, excuse me.
Yeah, excuse you. What?
I mean, I've been there where now let me make this clear. I'm not proud of what I've done, and I have not continued to keep doing that. I don't do it anymore. But when you young, and it's that,
of course, you a man,
you gonna do it. And I've gotten up off one, left and went to another.
Yeah.
Got off that one.
I think every man got that story.
You understand what I'm saying? Wow. So, but we don't want our women or know that our women have done something like that. So, back to you saying, how can a woman?
That's what's disturbing. They're doing it.
So why should we be upset? Because we did it.
Yeah, but man, just
double standard.
When women are doing it, man, it's really not good. Because she's always been the grounded one, the mature one, the level-headed one. If she out here dipping, flipping, and the man is out here dipping and flipping, what is that doing to relationships now?
Exactly where we are today.
It's destroying them.
That's why you don't have a lot of relationships.
We have broken families. We have a huge number of our kids are born into single-parent families. They're living below the poverty rate. You know, and everybody is looking at it from a I can do what I want to do standpoint. And yes, you can do what you want to do, but look at how it affects the big picture.
The ramifications.
You know, I mean, it's affecting us on a much larger level than you getting your orgasm. You know, and I said that to somebody. I said, so it's all about you getting your orgasm. That's like the most important thing. You know, why would you break up a home? We have no sisterhood. You know, a man can say he's married, and I say this all the time. Somebody told me when I first moved to Chicago, she said, girlfriends are temporary. Okay. You know, you could be the next girlfriend.
Right.
And you only respect the wife as much as he respects his wife.
And if we're not respecting our wives, what makes you think that they're going to do it?
I had a woman, and that's why it behooves us. I was at the grocery store, and the lady asked me, was I married? I said, yeah, I'm married. She said, are you happily married? I said, if I wasn't happily married, I wouldn't be married.
Right.
Okay? So, and she said, okay, well, cool. And she left it at that. But what if I was that guy, that dude, that said, yeah, I'm happily married, but you know what I mean?
Right.
So
then that's what you would have got.
That's what I'm gonna, yeah. But that woman that's going to say no, they're gone.
Well, she approached you though.
Yeah, she approached me.
So she already
but there was
attracted
a time when women. There was a time when women didn't even do that.
Right.
They would notice a guy and was attracted to the guy, and but if they saw he was married, they might flirt lightly, but they wouldn't take it any further. That chick is gone, man. She's gone.
So
there's still a few of us out there.
You're in the minority.
I need to bring more of them back.
I don't think you ever will.
I'm trying.
You said it's over.
I think it's over.
Is it over?
I am trying.
For the majority, I think it's pretty much over. Because I think a lot of women, along with men, have become hooked on pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
They're
but
hooked on pleasure.
you can, you know, you've been married for a while, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So you and your wife, you know what to do to make your wife happy. Because you don't want your wife going out doing nothing.
Absolutely not.
So you gonna do everything
right.
you need to do.
Talk to me.
So talk
what I need.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
Right there, Jeff.
Yeah.
Communication.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't have that, you have nothing. Everybody says to trust.
But we saying it, there was a time they sung that song. They were telling us. We were the ones that didn't communicate. They were saying, communication, honey. Well,
now you guys are
you know what I mean?
You're saying communication, and you're washing the dishes, and you're cooking the meals, and you're cleaning the house, and you guys.
We do that too.
I'm saying that's what you guys are doing now, and we are out there working and out there sexing and out there doing.
That's why I say, God forbid something happened between me and my wife. I could never be with a 20-some-year-old woman because I can't even relate to your whole swag and setup.
You can be with her for about a couple hours.
But you can never be that bring home chick that this gonna be my lady. You know,
no, you can't take her home to mom.
I can't relate to women now. I can't.
If they can't communicate with you or have a decent conversation, you take them out to eat, and you're sitting there and you.
How long is this gonna last?
So I can just take her to this room.
Oh God!
And do what I gotta do and send her on her way.
Yeah,
because that's the way it is now. You know? But when you get, but also, we have a lot of women that are mature. You got and getting ready to hit their 40s. Those are the ones that's ready to settle down. They didn't had that fun, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? But they're not finding the guys because you got 50-year-old men trying to play these pimps. You understand what I'm saying?
They still
50, 60.
They've never grown up, and I feel sorry for them, really. I really do.
And I do
feel
too.
Sorry for them.
Because they're never going to find that happiness. You understand what I'm saying? They're never going to find that happiness where they can say, man, I found this woman. I love her. And I want to do whatever I can to make her happy. And see, I think a lot of that is our fault because we're not doing what we need to do for the woman that we do get with, that we care about. We're not doing 100%. We're doing 80 and 75% to, you know, just to keep her there.
Yeah, but just enough to keep her there.
Keep her there.
Yeah,
that's it. And then we stepping out because that 25%, we want to go out and use that there instead of just giving the whole 100% at home.
50-year-old player is not a good look, man.
They think so. They think so.
Well, they might think so, but that's.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not too far from 50. Not too far from 50, but I'm gonna tell you that it gets old, man. It gets old. That house hopping, because that's what we used to call it. House hopping.
Not hoe hopping?
Yeah, it was more like hoe hopping.
I don't hoe hopping.
Yeah. That's the word, but
I was hopping to the house.
I don't see that whole. As you get older, man, you just don't have a constitution for that anymore.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I don't. I got tired.
You tired?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? on that note, now that you're tired, let's talk about your topic. You want to talk about, he tired, y'all, but he want to talk about threesomes.
Now, is this in relationship or out?
He want to talk about threesomes, but not with your significant other. He want to talk about how men like to have threesomes, but they don't want their woman to be involved.
Now, let me elaborate on that a little bit more for you, Jeff. Now, what I was saying was,
don't forget you're tired.
Yeah, I am. What I'm saying is, we as men, we always want that dream. The dream, well, before you got married, the dream was to have 2 women.
That's our fantasy.
And, I'm sorry, fantasy.
That's our fantasy.
That was our fantasy, okay? But when we find that woman that we love, and she is willing to give us that fantasy, you're gonna do it. Well, it depends on how much you love your wife.
I don't think they're willing. I think they do it because they love you.
Oh, exactly. Well, willing, love.
More like a situation where they're doing it for you.
Exactly.
Basically.
Exactly. Now, when the roles are reversed, and are we going to bring another man in the room?
No.
Right?
Can you at least think about that for a minute? At least think on it for a minute.
But see, that's why.
That's all about it.
But see, look, that's why I brought this topic up, because how can we let our women bring another woman, and I'm going to get to the downfalls of that too, okay?
Oh yeah.
But how do we let our women love us and want to give us this fantasy? But if they have the same fantasy, why can't we do the same thing?
Y'all don't love us?
I'm gonna tell you why. First,
I can tell you why too.
I don't even want to be married to a woman that even wants a threesome. I don't want to be.
So
married
why
to
would a woman want to be married to a man that would want a threesome?
Because men are sexual.
Women are sexual too.
No, not sexual. You can't not sexual.
No.
I'm not here to be politically correct. I'm here to tell it like it is. Okay? The average guy will say in a minute, when guys are together and they drinking and talking, their fantasy is to have a threesome. Them and 2 women. But they don't even want to even entertain the notion of another guy coming in with their wife. They don't even want a woman that wants that. If you say, hey, baby, let's talk. What's your fantasy, baby? That better not be one of them.
Because that is a problem.
Tell me your fantasy is having sex on a beach or anything, or me swinging from a chandelier. Don't tell me you want me and my buddy. That be your buddy, man.
She's a random.
Okay, don't tell me that you want another guy, period. Okay? That's no. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you why. Men are sexual. Men are able to have sex with another woman and still be in love with the woman they're with. Has no bearing on her at all.
You really truly believe that?
Yes.
Jeff, no.
Yeah, I believe it does. No. I believe that, okay, you got a woman that you know and love at home. You all been together for a long time.
Why are you
I'm getting to it. You got a woman that you love at home. Okay, you guys are married or been in a relationship, doesn't matter. And you can go out and have sex with another chick, and it has nothing to do with what you feel about your woman at home. Nothing.
No.
Guys are not. Come on, man. You being politically correct, man. I can't. Okay, you say what I won't do it. I can't. No.
Right.
But guys can do it. Guys can have sex with a chick they don't even like. They can do that.
That camera guy is agreeing.
I can see that. You're right. That's absolutely right.
Guys can do that because it's our sexual. It's the way we're wired. But what's disturbing to me is when a woman can tell me she can do those things. I don't want that chick because I can't relate to that. I can relate to that 1985 woman.
Well, this is 2012.
See,
where the woman is the new man.
Yeah, and
so she coming with her threesome fantasy too.
No.
So
wait. Threesome meaning me and 2 women?
No. No, she come with her threesome fan. She want you and him.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I got a threesome.
See, that's why I'm married.
I got my threesome right here. There we go.
I don't want to get back into that world.
I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't. Now, I have proposed this to, you know, my lady friends. You know, hey, I've actually had one. We were at a club and she went and actually found one.
Oh my!
Found a woman. Okay.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
Beautiful. So, but when it's turned around, I am not going to be able to. What am I supposed to be doing while he's banging my woman?
See, that brings in the whole homosexual thing with me too.
No,
I don't want to be in a room with no.
Exactly.
I don't.
Thank you.
I don't
either.
So-
but at the same time, I am not. It's like, okay, you got these two women.
you and your boys ain't never.
No,
did
I
one chick.
don't. No, me and my cousin came this close. He was in one room and I was in the other.
Yes.
I don't want to see what he doing, and I don't want him to see what I'm
it's
doing.
a thing where you go in after him. But if we all three in the bed, my leg might rub against your leg, and then I'm gonna freak out. I can't. My foot might touch your foot, or my arm might, and now the whole situation is blowed up.
Well, I'm telling
Okay,
you, that's
so wait. Let me ask you a question, because one of and okay, I'm giving away a little bit of, you know, this is gonna taint my pure image. But one of the things.
You had a threesome?
No, listen, I'm not answering that question. What I wanted to talk about was, you know, I when I was growing up, when I was 12, I think I found my daddy's porno collection. Okay. His porn collection, and you know, it was very educational. And so one of the things that fascinated me was this thing called double penetration. Have you seen that in the porn flicks?
Yeah, I've seen that.
There's one in the back and one. And so as I got older and I talked about this to people, you know, a lot of men said they wouldn't do it because, you know, that little film between the anal and the vaginal is really thin.
Yeah.
So it's like, can you feel your...
And what I want to know is, forget the little film. What I want to know is, how are guys doing that to a woman and they're not touching each other? How does your leg not touch his? How does your...
You don't even want your leg. I mean, y'all, go like that all the time to each other.
But it's different when you naked.
See, give me some doubt. That's casual contact.